door, then silence, please. So, you can pick. Wow, don't distract. Welcome to AIRTV Africa, Nigeria #1 AIRTV on education. Today on Mentor Me, I have a guest. He is engineer Sodiq Idris. He's marking his 70th birthday today. I have him here with me, live direct from our studio here in Lagos. We want to have him on a Mentor Me. He will assist us with his life history. I started from Mushin, Abeokuta, Pangrove, down to Ikorodu. He's a retiree. He retired from the NEPA Igbin Thermal Station here in Ikorodu, and he's going to assist us to tell us some stories about his life, how he started. Today, we have our guest who is marking his 70th birthday with his wives. And don't be surprised, you are seeing 3 angels beside him. Those are the angels that make Alhaji Idris. Today, he's going to tell us how he coped with his wives and children and grandchildren. I will not do much introduction. I will expect Alhaji to introduce himself to the whole world to tell us who is engineer Alhaji Sodiq Idris. If I continue to introduce him, I might get it wrong. But let's hear from the horse's mouth. Let him himself tell us who is Alhaji Idris Sodiq. You are welcome, sir, to our studio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Today is your 70th birthday.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, from AIRTV management, myself and all the crew here, we say happy birthday to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Happy 70th birthday, sir.
Thank you very
We'll
much.
celebrate more of it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, who is Sodiq Idris? Engineer Sodiq Idris.
Let me start like this.
Okay?
I am IOAS. That's my initial.
IOAS.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Y, I stand for Idris.
Okay.
O stand for Olawon.
Okay.
A stand for Alabi.
Okay.
And S stand for Sodiq,
Okay.
which is my popsy name.
Okay.
So, Alhamdulillah, 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 Alhamdulillah. I don't have any other thing to do than to be praising the Almighty Allah, because it's not easy, and it's not by my will, it's not by my power,
Okay.
but with the grace of the Almighty Allah,
Thank you, sir.
who protected me, has been protecting me from the beginning of my mother's womb up to this level.
Okay.
So I give praise to the Almighty Allah that He should continue to be with me, to protect me, guide me, and grant me good health with all my supporters, which are my wives,
Okay, sir.
not my wives. And God will continue to be with every one of them,
No.
because they are my supporters, starting from the left side, which is my first wife,
Yes, sir.
which we started together, which almost 50 years now. My first one is almost 45.
Okay.
You know, before we say we give back to him,
Yeah.
there's a corner talking close in or something like that.
Okay.
Before he arrived to that level.
Okay, sir.
So I give glory to the Almighty God. My journey was rough. Very, very rough, very rough. If I say rough. Today, if somebody say, I'm suffering, I'm doing this, I'll just be looking at them. There's a category of sufferness. But I know that's why my father was alive, my mother was alive. I suffer. But I thank God today. I am now 70 years today.
Okay.
which means that I was born in 1954, 9 August 1954. So I couldn't say well, but I could remember vividly that there was a time that I discovered that I was living with my grandma.
Okay.
That's at Maryland, New York. I was there. I'm not somebody that just tall like that. When I was more very short, maybe when I'm getting about maybe 9 years or something like that, they took me to school. I don't know, maybe because I'm the only son of my mom. That's why they call me Opalamo.
Okay.
I go to school. I was asked my name, and before they can give me admission or whatever at that time, you have to put your hand at your head like this. You are not going to bend it.
Make it straight.
You have to make it straight. If your hand cannot reach your ear and touch it, means you are not fit to be in school. So I was asked to go back. I went back. I enjoyed myself. You know, my grandma was selling akara. That's why I love being cake. That's why I love akara too much. When I woke up, we put a lot of akara. You know, I'm the grandchild, and my grandma lost a lot of children. So about many children that has given, she gave back to, maybe remain only 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. 3 of them, 2 female. His own father is the only male child among them. So my grandma really cherished me. So I was with her throughout. Maybe a year or 2 years after, I was asked to go back to school. I went back. They gave me admission that time. I could recollect vividly that in 1963, when they are doing Republic, that time is fine. Not now. We enjoy as if we are in heaven. I've not been to heaven before, but that the way they are talking about heaven, we really enjoy that day. Because we are playing that place. If you go to Maryland today, where there is that filling station, that facing the bridge, that place was spacious, that are very big.
Like an amusement center.
That's why that is the place they put all the puppies, the children that time. They are enjoying. They brought Samco, brought everything to us free of charge. Nobody is paying kobo. Even that time, where is the money? When you are going to school, sometimes you all eat something or they will give you half penny. So you take it to school. What do you want to buy? So go to school. So that day we really enjoy that day. They gave us flag, green, white, green, small one. Everybody. So we are playing with cup and everything. And when immediately you finish one sample or whatever, rich one will not be the one they are selling today. They will give you another one. We don't know where the thing is coming from. They are just supplying all the children and we are enjoying ourselves. So why I say my journey was rough is my background, my parents, they are not educated. It's not a disease, they are not educated. To the extent that my daddy did not believe in sending a female
Child to school.
I don't know his reason. That time, it's not. It doesn't cherish sending a female child to school. Okay, I started. When you go to a certain stage, along the line, they said, I need to move to my daddy's place. That's why I say my journey was a little bit rough. So when I got to my daddy place at Mushin, they are looking for school for me. It took me maybe almost a year. That time I think we are about to finish the third time in the school, because I went to St. Agnes Catholic School at Maryland, Onibongo. So around when I was in 3, I left the place. I got to Mushin. How to waste maybe almost a year before I enter St. Michael. All my school is a Christian school. I went to St. Michael Catholic School at Mushin there, in between Olosha and Mushin. So I supposed to have finished my primary school at least maybe 68 or 1970. Between 68, but I completed the primary school education in 1970. Where my mate, I finished by something in 1968 because of moving from one place to another. So when I finished, I want to proceed, but my daddy did not buy that idea. Are you getting me? He said I should go and learn mechanic. I said, mechanic? Me, I'm not learning mechanical. I want to go to school. What happened between my father and the other, apart from the female children, they have 2 male children.
Okay.
I don't know what transpired between them. Maybe they are the ones said they don't want to go to school. I don't know. So I was at home. I thank God. I was at home, roaming about. If I see any bricklayer job, I will go and join them. That's all the fact that I have father and mother. I will go and do the job with them. So come back, do brick. I don't know how to, I'm not a bricklayer, but a labor. I will do labor job for them and come back. Along the line, when I was doing all those things, there was a time. This thing we are on here, but I will know how to put it. I just woke up. I discovered that I'm not being a man again. We are on here. I'm not being a man. All the men all you guys, you should understand.
Yes, we do.
You know, when a guy wake up in the morning, there must be a sign for you.
Yes,
that you are
a man.
You are a man. I don't experience it.
Okay.
And I didn't. The first day I didn't notice, but when it's getting to 1 week, I discovered that what happened to me. Almost 1 week now, I don't see any feelings in my body. I was crying. I went to my dad. This is what happened. I say I suffered. I started running. The issue of school. Now
You kept it aside.
Abandoned. Because I was just looking at myself that what's the purpose? God did not created me as an impotent. Why should this one come up? It's a long story. Are you getting me? I travel up to Imeko, up to Imala, that I will spend some months, almost 1 year in a village.
And that period, you were in school?
I've not entered. I'm supposed to have entered secondary school there. Immediately I finished.
Can you remember? Tell us the age you were at that time.
That time, I think I will be around maybe. By the time I finish, maybe around something 16 or something like that. 16 with the time that I use staying in the house because of the problem I'm having.
Okay.
I'm getting to up to 18 or something like that.
My God. So for that period, you didn't go to school?
I didn't go to school. God. So I was, and this thing, it made me ashamed that it's not something that you can just
tell people.
Expose or you publicize. It's between me, my father, and my mother. So I have to try. There's a place they are calling Imala. That Imala is a village from one of my friends. You trek, that time you trek from that bus stop to that village about 7 to 8 kilometers. That time, let me put it kilometer, but we are not using kilometer that time. It was miles. So you have to travel. I stayed there. I was there, they gave me something. I was crying that I'm living in the midst of people in Lagos. I came to this village to come and see that. But I don't have option. So we just started. To cut the long story short, that's what delayed me.
Your school?
In my school. So I went back to school in 1970. Okay, before we get to that level, when I finished, my daddy said, you can't go to school. That mechanic, you have to go and learn it. I said, mechanic. Okay. So it was when my senior brother now came in. Alhaji Sodiq. He's my senior brother. He's around 90-something years now.
He's alive.
But he's a father to me.
Okay.
Because he trained me. Because his own son, Rafiu, may his soul rest in perfect peace, was born in 1958. Okay. If the guy is alive today, he'll be around maybe 66. Yes. If I'm not mistaken, Alhaji Rafiu. So, but he's dead. So it's my father. No, we are born by the same father, but it's my father because he trained me. So that journey, I continue with my education and finish in 1978. That year in our school. Okay, before that time, we used to go, that time you go and do exam in some schools. There's nothing like this common areas. You do D2, then if you are taking, you enter. But at the end of the day, I've lose some school. At the end of the day, I enter Nigerian People's High School. Okay. When I was going to school, my father agreed at the end of the day, and I started that school. He now bought a bicycle for me. I will ride a bicycle from Chico. If you know Igbo, very close to Igbo, every day like that. I thank God. So when we finish the school, something happened in the school that time that enable some of us or all of us to achieve the goal result. So you get me? But at the end of the day, nobody, since my father was not even interested, he doesn't believe in education. So there's nothing I can do. I started struggling to the extent that I went to technical that time. So before that time, something happened because of the issue that I was having. Okay. I have a girlfriend now. She was there that time.
You have a girlfriend. Was she the only one, or she was among the girlfriends?
Yeah, let's say among the girlfriends.
I want you to be sincere. I don't want to watching you.
Look at your story.
Yes, yes, yes. She's among the girlfriends. She's so lucky to hijack you. Very good. So
I was one to hijack her, and I will tell you the reason.
Okay, sir.
So that time, I was at Delta because when I finished like that, I don't know what to do. I was working at the Federal Ministry of Works that time.
That's in Abeokuta.
In Abeokuta. So I want to have something like a physical job or something like that.
Okay, like a training, vocational training.
That's why I went to that technical. I studied electrical there. So along the line, to cut the story short, so they are with me that time, about 3, maybe 4 of them. So if I recall it, I can't say. But she was staying at Lagos that time. Something I told you about something that happened to me.
Yeah.
I don't believe myself. It's only God that said that we have children in this life. I am telling you. So whatever, I want you to just take it as an example, as a lesson. That whatever happens to you, just believe that there is a challenge. and you be prayerful over it. We overcome the challenge. Even if you want to use paracetamol, pray to God that let it work for me.
Sure.
I didn't know, but I didn't believe myself. Are you getting me? You know, something is worrying me. Even you may be agile, but can you produce?
Not at all.
No solution.
So I cannot say. That time I was keeping one Bende guy in Benin that time. So let me mention the name.
Don't mention the name.
That time that lady came to me and said she was pregnant.
Sure.
So
That's why you're challenging.
no, when he said so,
You're surprised.
I'm surprised.
That's how come.
I'm surprised. I didn't believe it. I said, are you go carry another person something? Come give to me. That one gone. Another girl there. That one came again. Say, she is pregnant. She was pregnant too. Don't count me as a ashewo or prostitute.
No, we understand your situation, sir.
Then somebody is.
People are learning from you.
So by that time, I came to. She told me that she was also pregnant. I said, okay, which means
Grandma. Okay.
This thing is getting to what I'm expecting to achieve, which means God has answered my prayers, because all those things initially I didn't believe it, because they may get the pregnancy from anywhere and come out. This thing is real. The other girl said, you are in school. Don't let me destroy your life. You are in school. What are you going to do? Pray to God. So, and God just do it the way we want it. So
that's how you started as a family man.
So for the other guy also, I now concentrated on her. It is then I now believe that now I am now a man. Are you getting me? It is, they said, somebody or a man that is running inside the thorns.
Yes. Yes.
If something is not pursuing you, you are pursuing something. Somebody and think one shade, you will know. You will have a sleepless night when you are thinking over it. But you have to just concentrate on your God. It is then that I know I've become a
man.
A complete man.
So, and I thank God.
Thank you, man.
And I started like that. So because of that issue, you see, my father, when I married her, within 2 years, I don't know, maybe my father did not believe, or maybe or something like that, or he just want me, because as his last child, he wants to. My father has gone again to approach one man in my house, in my father's house. He was a tenant then. That he wanted his sister to marry me. I can't call Alhaji and say, which one be this? The one that I was shooting, I was sitting, I have not finished eating it. He said, relax, whatever the mind that you have, don't worry. I'm not going to stay on one wife. It might be long, but I'm not going to stay on one wife. And I continue with her. And when my first child got to 20 years, I decided to marry another person.
20. That's 20 years after Grandma was with you. So to have a second wife.
Second wife.
At that time, you're very sure of your.
I'm sure now, because maybe you see the lady that called me now. His brother is also there. You don't need to be told. So, and we have them here. So, wish you yourself you can confirm it. So, I thank God. But I say, it's God wishes that you really help me. Because such a thing will happen to another person. You are not going to get out of it. So, I thank God for that. And I started my journey like that. So, when I enter Nepal, I don't have, don't forget the level of my education, but I was having it in mind, but no helper, nobody. But I want to do it. But at the end of the day, I went to higher institution, which was a pattern there. You get me?
Yes, sir.
At Ibadan, which is a Ibadan Poly. But they set up, there's another, maybe I can call it branch or whatever, at Lagos here, that we did 4 years. And we went back to Ibadan. Program completed for another 1 year. Before I was given, before I got HND on electrical engineering, and I was on upper credit that time, which I thank God. So when I was in NEPA, we started, you see, when you get there and you know what you are pursuing, you will have it in mind that you get to a certain stage.
Alhaji, please, a minute. Thank you, viewers. You are still on Mentor Me with Alhaji Sodiq. Or I would say Engineer Idris Alhaji Sodiq at 70. Please, you will join us exactly 12:05 Nigerian time to make your phone calls to wish Alhaji happy birthday. We still have about 7 or 8 more minutes before then. I'm only trying to get more information from Alhaji. And those of you who want to call us, like I said, 12:05 Nigerian time, you can call us in. We'll be able to ready to pick your calls. Sorry, we're seriously enjoying the life history of Alhaji Sodiq, Engineer Alhaji Sodiq. He just stopped now, telling us how he got to NEPA, the normal NEPA, our usual NEPA, you know, not NEPA, now up NEPA, you know. He was one of us, an engineer that is retired. Now, it's far in the story how he got to NEPA and how he started his life in NEPA. He has told us how he started as a young man, how he got married to our Raja, our mother here, and how he got his second wife after 20 years of marriage. The man is full of wisdom. We'll see hear from him. So sit tight, relax, take your mirrors, and watch and listen to what Alhaji is sharing. Thank you. Alhaji.
So, as I was saying, before I got to NEPA, I could recollect. There was a time they said they want to engage, they want to recruit Air Force, because I like force. We started that training for 2 weeks at Ikeja there. There was a day they want to do the final. I cried that day also. If somebody don't get money in this country, and you don't know people, it is not now. It has been like that for long. That day there was a serious traffic on the road. I entered.
You were going for an interview.
No, we have done series of tests, but we want to do the final one that day at Ikeja, at the PWD. There was a serious traffic. I have to get down at Kappa or Ikawo Lasso. Ikawo Lasso is between Kappa and Oshodi. I ran from that place to PWD. You know what made me cry? When we got there, it was drizzling, rain. They said we should sit down there. We started writing, doing everything. We don't know that we are deceiving ourselves. Before maybe 1 hour to the end of the exam, we just see the big vehicle enter. Jeep bring people in. People that not join us with this exam. So that's the way they face us out. But I thank God today. So whatever is happening today is not today. God will help us to change this country. So, and that's started with NEPA. And I thank God. And I discovered that if I don't go back to school, when you get to a certain level, you cannot move. So, and I thank God. And I succeeded. So when I wanted to do promotional exam from assistant, from manager to senior manager, which is level 13 that time, I has to go to, before that time, we have done a lot of series of courses. I've gone to Yakwaibo, I've gone to Cross River, I've gone to, there's about a lot of places at that Igbo side. I know going to do courses, Ondo, everywhere like that. Can you get me? So I went to Abuja and we did the exam that time. So, and I came back. Before I got there, that's whatever you want to do. Be prayerful. That's good. Be prayerful. And it's happening now. Somebody will make a good result in the school, you will see your name on the list that you are successful or something like that. You may go back there and the name will be removed, and there is nothing you can do. The powerful people who have done what they are doing. You get my point? I pray serious prayer before I went through that this thing. Because that time I don't say because of my position. She can testify to it. I can read from night till the following day. Are you getting me? Go to one school there, started reading, and I thank God I made it. So when I came back, not quite long, they called us for the letter came. I was given a letter as a senior manager, which was level 13. After a year or something like that, I was given a acting principal manager, which is level 14, which I was expecting that in due course, maybe in the next, after 6 months or something like that, I will be confirmed. That time I will be giving an official card before Obasanjo now came in. And they said they want to privatize NEPA, to give it to Shah. That's everything just says. But in nutshell, I thank God. Today, I thank God, I really thank God. So, and for marital life, I thank God, apart from my first wife here, we still have other beautiful women with me here that they always be with me. So, I'm just enjoying because I'm feeling hungry now. I can go to any one of them, eat. If the last card said, the last wife now, because I'm not going anywhere again.
No, sure.
Even if you don't want to stop, your body will tell you to stop.
Yes.
Say you get it. Age will tell you to stop. Just like a brother that is doing 60 birthday. I say, yeah, you are jumping here and there. Nobody will tell you. When the time comes, nobody will tell you stop by force. They call me about 3 days ago. But don't shame me. They are romanticism there. You have just started. You don't know anything. One day Agbashoro, and it is true. It was when I retired that I know that Agbashoro, because the money you are taking to maintain yourself, when you are getting to an age, to a certain age, you cannot spend it from beginning of your life to that age. Within a tinkle of an eye, you spend a lot. That's why I'm just employing the youth that take good care of yourself. The moment you get to 30, 40, start taking good care of yourself. Check yourself. Make sure you are okay. Check your BP, because depression is killing people nowadays. Depression. You have to learn how to think. There's no way somebody will not think, but think little and leave the rest to the Almighty God. But if you say you want to put everything in your mind, somebody will die. You see a lot of people driving like this, you just park, do like this, it's gone. So it will be better, just be prayerful and know what you are doing. And always check yourself, check your BP, check your sugar level, because that's the most dangerous part of it. You always check it, and don't say because little money that we have, they said it will be better. Prevention is better than cure. It's better for you to be taking care of yourself gradually than to wait for the problem to come. When it comes, somebody will spend a lot. I thank God today. I'm in my house with my beautiful wives. I'm enjoying myself. If I go to my mom and she said, I don't have food though. Oh yeah, it's doing. I will just go switch myself over to
you switch your network.
This down self is swing one kind.
You switch another network.
I will switch another one. But
the last one, you go back to the first.
The important thing is that before you can testify to it.
Yes, sir.
Which day have you ever come to a compound and come and separate fight?
No.
There is nothing of such, and I thank God. We are not perfect. It's not that we don't have misunderstanding. It's not quarrel. Are you getting me? It's not dispute. But when it gets to that dispute, it is when people will come. No, it's misunderstanding.
Okay.
Even between the wives, misunderstanding will come because we are human.
Yes.
and we settle it.
Okay.
But as a man, anybody wants to go for polygamous, you must prepare yourself. Forget about money.
Okay.
Money stand aside.
Wisdom.
Wisdom to do it is another thing. You may be giving woman 1 million every day, all of them, and all of them will be the kind of person say, how this man will go, we go enjoy this thing. We go if you want to go. We've seen it, a lot of things that is happening. That we've seen it, we experience, heard about it, that a woman, you granted the bottle, put it inside the food for her. So, but I thank God, my own is not like that. So you have to be prepared. Apart from money, you know that you have the wisdom to do it. Are you getting me? If you must know how to play your role very well. If you know how to play the ball. If you don't know how to play it, you will fail. You will see that they will just put you in the middle, start slapping you here and there. But if you know how to play it and you are prayerful, God will be with you. So I thank God today. I still thank God that God helped me. Because when I was in secondary school, I think I did economics. I know that they say shelter. That time I was putting that the most important thing in life for any is shelter. The moment you have your head, you get a shelter to put your head. Other things we solve. And the other thing is that you have to be straightforward, be faithful, be honest. Before whatever somebody, nobody is perfect. There is no way you don't have the negative side of your life. But don't let the negative be too much than your good deed. Because whatever somebody shall.
We'll be right back. Thank you for watching. Pause. Thank you.